Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm here with a video that I really hope you're going to enjoy. So, without talking too much, let's jump right into it.
Kicking things off at number 10, we have the legendary Batman Arkham series, specifically Batman, Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight.
Stop you. I have powerful friends, Batman.
We have seen so many superheroes try to make it into the gaming world over the last few years, but absolutely none of them have ever reached the level of greatness that Batman did. Honestly, Batman is arguably the most well-known and beloved hero of all time. So, what happens when you take an iconic character like him and put him into a masterpiece of a game? You get an absolute bestseller. With its breathtaking graphics, immersive gameplay, and that incredibly smooth, crazy combat style, the Arkham series delivered a legendary experience that millions of gamers couldn't resist buying.
The room ahead. You save them. If you don't, then they die.
Moving on to number 9, we have a game that literally lets you travel to every single country in the world without ever leaving your room. Microsoft Flight Simulator. This game is pure magic. It gives you the freedom to fly to any destination on Earth right from your PC or Xbox. The graphics are so mind-blowing and realistic that, for a moment, you'll genuinely believe you're looking at the real world. Now, some people might ask, what's the actual point of the game? What's the mission? Well, honestly, there isn't one. There's no campaign or final boss. You simply pick your favorite airplane, choose a destination, and take off. You can fly over your own city, navigate through your neighborhood, and if you look closely enough, you might even spot your own house. It's this insane level of microscopic detail that makes Microsoft Flight Simulator absolutely crazy. Coming in at number 8, we have undisputed royalty in the gaming world. The ultimate horror franchise, Resident Evil. This legendary series started all the way back in 1996, and it's still dominating the industry today, with its latest masterpiece, Resident Evil Requiem, releasing just this year in 2026. Instead of fading away over the last 3 decades, its fan base and popularity just keep growing. To this day, it holds the crown as the king of survival horror. Why? Because Resident Evil consistently delivers 3 things perfectly: a brilliant story, addictive gameplay, and most importantly, an unmatched, terrifying atmosphere that keeps you on the edge of your seat. If you're new to the franchise and wondering where to start, the absolute must-play titles are Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 7, and Resident Evil 4. And if we're talking about the absolute best of the best, Resident Evil 4 takes the cake, widely considered by millions of fans to be the greatest masterpiece in the entire series.
Sorry I'm late. Had to take the stairs.
Sliding into number 7, we have one of the most unique and brilliant puzzle franchises ever created, Portal 1 and Portal 2. Portal is a truly special masterpiece. The concept is simple yet brilliant. You wake up trapped entirely alone in a massive, eerie scientific facility. You don't meet a single living soul. Instead, you are guided through the dark by a mysterious voice speaking to you through an earpiece. Throughout the entire game, you have just one single weapon, the portal gun. As you can see in the video, this gun doesn't shoot bullets. It shoots interconnected holes into the walls. Your only goal is to use these portals to solve incredibly mind-bending physics puzzles and escape the rooms you're trapped in. This game demands a high IQ and serious critical thinking. In fact, it's so mentally challenging that many players who manage to finish the series joke that it actually made them smarter in real life. At number 6, we have the Dark Souls series. So far, we've talked about a game that makes you feel like a superhero, a game that tests your intelligence, and a horror game. But now we're moving on to what I think is the most important element in gaming: difficulty. And when it comes to difficulty, nothing is more iconic than the Dark Souls series. These games are famous for pushing players to their limits. Every enemy can be dangerous, every boss can take dozens of attempts, and every victory feels earned. That's why when someone says, "I beat Dark Souls," you immediately know they have patience, determination, and real gaming skills. But here's the thing. People don't love Dark Souls just because it's hard. They love it because everything else is amazing too. The combat is incredibly satisfying. The world is beautifully designed. The story is hidden in a unique way that rewards exploration, and every boss fight feels memorable. And it's not just Dark Souls. The developer, From Software, has built its reputation by creating challenging masterpieces like Bloodborne, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, Demon's Souls, and Elden Ring. Each game offers a different style of combat, but they all deliver that same incredible feeling of overcoming impossible odds. If you really want to experience what makes these games so special, I believe you should play at least one From Software game. And if you're not sure where to start, I'd recommend Bloodborne. Its fast-paced combat, dark atmosphere, unforgettable bosses, and rewarding gameplay make it one of the greatest action RPGs ever made. Coming in at number 5, we have an absolute masterpiece that needs no introduction. The Last of Us Part 1.
Do with that girl?
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
Many gamers consider this to be the single greatest game ever created. And honestly, it's easy to see why. It delivers breathtaking graphics, incredibly smooth gameplay, and an intense, gritty combat style. But the real reason this game is legendary? The story. The narrative is so emotionally powerful that it has literally brought millions of players to tears. It tells the beautiful, heartbreaking story of Joel, a man who tragically lost his daughter, and Ellie, a young girl surviving on her own. Together, they form an unbreakable bond. Joel begins to treat her just like his own daughter, risking everything to protect her and save her from a brutal world overrun by zombies. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually the second game in my entire life that made me shed a tear. And if you're wondering what the number 1 game was that made me cry, well, you'll just have to wait and see later in this list.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
At number 4, we have the ultimate titan of gaming, the Grand Theft Auto series, specifically GTA 5 Story Mode.
If there's something I can help you with.
I'm retired. My psychotic best friend.
While most players hyper-focus on GTA Online nowadays, many completely forget how legendary the single-player world actually is. To this day, Los Santos is one of the most alive, vibrant, and energetic open worlds ever built. No matter where you look, the world feels real. The streets are packed with traffic, the beaches and clubs are full of people, and airplanes constantly buzz through the sky. The sheer variety here is insane. You can drive from ultra-wealthy neighborhoods straight into gritty gang territories, climb massive rocky mountains, or dive deep into a fully explorable ocean. Rockstar's attention to detail is next level, easily securing GTA 5 its spot at number 4.
Nobody tells me what I want! To torture me over mistakes I made over a decade ago!
Taking the number 3 spot is the global phenomenon, Minecraft.
Where everything is made of blocks. We're the only limit.
Released over 14 years ago, this game is still massively popular with children, teenagers, and adults alike. But why should you play it at least once in your life? Think about GTA 5. We just talked about how much stuff there is to do in its world. But if you compare it to Minecraft, Minecraft wins by a landslide. Why? Because you can literally build anything. Your creativity is the only limit. Players have spent years building entire hyper-realistic cities, and one creator is even attempting to rebuild the entire planet Earth block by block. It is the ultimate digital sandbox, and a game everyone needs to experience at least once. At number 2, we have a masterpiece that completely changed open-world games forever.
Coming. War changes everything.
By order of the hierarch, whosoever conceals a maid.
The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. In this game, you play as Geralt of Rivia, a legendary, dual sword-wielding monster hunter. Your main mission is to find your adopted daughter before a terrifying, apocalyptic army catches her first. But what makes The Witcher 3 insane isn't just the main story. It's how much effort went into the side quests. In most games, side quests are just boring chores. Here, every single side quest feels like a movie. You have to act like a detective using your Witcher senses to track down monster footprints, studying your bestiary, brewing custom potions, and preparing for an epic, tactical fight. On top of that, the writing is brutally realistic. There are no easy choices. You are constantly forced to choose between the lesser of two evils, and your decisions will ruthlessly change the entire world and the fate of its characters 50 hours later. With its dark fantasy world, incredible combat, and legendary storytelling, it easily claims the number 2 spot.
You know who I am. A legend cannot be killed, can it?
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The crown jewel. The absolute pinnacle of gaming history. Taking the number 1 spot on our list is none other than Red Dead Redemption 2.
This whole thing is pretty much done. We're more ghosts than people.
Remember earlier when I told you there was a game that made me shed a tear? A game that emotionally wrecked me even more than The Last of Us? Well, this is it. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a video game. It is an emotional, storytelling masterpiece that sets a standard no other game has ever reached. You play as Arthur Morgan, an outlaw in a dying Wild West, caught between loyalty to his gang and his own changing morality. The character development of Arthur is, without a doubt, the greatest writing in entertainment history. You watch him grow, struggle, and fight for his own redemption in a way that feels deeply personal. By the time the story reaches its legendary conclusion, it doesn't just make you sad, it completely breaks you. But beyond the legendary tear-jerking story, the world Rockstar built here is a living, breathing miracle. The level of realism is almost terrifying. If you shoot a bottle, the glass stays on the ground. If you walk through deep mud, your clothes stay dirty until you wash them. The animals have their own complex ecosystems. The NPCs remember your face and hold grudges if you cause trouble in their town, and every single corner of the map feels like a dynamic piece of history. Rockstar Games didn't just build a map, they built a time machine. It is overwhelmingly deserving of the title of the greatest game ever made.
Amidst the crash of a world.